The armed forces of the Russian Federation continue the special military operation. Main effort of the armed forces of Ukraine at Kupiansk direction was concentrated on capturing the settlement of Kislovka, attacked by 3 Ukrainian company tactical groups and foreign mercenaries simultaneously from 3 directions. The enemy succeeded in wedging into the defense and reaching the western suburbs of the settlement. Intense action of our forces and concentrated fire of Russian artillery have resulted in dislodging the Ukrainian units from the suburbs of Kislovka, scattering and driving them back to their initial positions. The positions of the Russian units at the forefront have been recovered. Moreover, the enemy made unsuccessful attempts to launch an offensive by up to 3 companies towards Tabaevka, Orlanka in Kharkov region and Kuzemovka in Lugansk People's Republic. All the attacks have been successfully repelled by Russian forces. Total casualties suffered by the Ukrainian armed forces and mercenaries at the above-mentioned direction constitute over 100 personnel, 4 tanks, 3 infantry combat vehicles and 3 Turkish-manufactured Kirpi armored personnel carriers. New unsuccessful enemy's attempts to cross the Zhorobets River have been prevented near Raigorodok, Karamzinovka, Rozovka, Makievka and Novolubovka in Lugansk People's Republic at Krasny Liman direction. Up to 3 infantry combat vehicles, 2 armored motor vehicles and about 60 Ukrainian personnel have been eliminated. Russian units have repelled an attempt of the Ukrainian armed forces to launch an attack by manpower of up to 1 platoon supported by vehicles near Novodarovka at Zaporozhye direction. 7 Ukrainian personnel and 1 armored motor vehicle have been eliminated. The enemy made attempts to launch an attack by up to 2 battalions at Novovoskresenskoye, Velikaya Alexandrovka and Sukhanovo in Kherson region at Krivoy Rog direction. Russian units have successfully repelled all the attacks. 1 tank, 16 armored combat vehicles, 4 motor vehicles and over 70 Ukrainian personnel have been eliminated. The Russian forces have launched a fire attack at the Ukrainian units that were redeploying to launch attacks towards Kostromka and Ishchenka in Kherson region at Andreevka direction. 2 tanks, 3 armored motor vehicles, 5 pickups and over 90 Ukrainian personnel have been eliminated. Moreover, preemptive fire attack has resulted in the destruction of 4 Ukrainian ferries detected by reconnaissance units across the Ingulets river and frustration of redeployment of Ukrainian reserve forces to the operations area. Operational tactical and army aviation, missile troops and artillery have neutralized Ukrainian command posts near Velikaya Kostromka in Dnepropetrovsk region, Konstantinovka in Donetsk People's Republic and Lezhino in Zaporozhye region. 41 artillery units at their firing positions, 156 manpower and military equipment concentration areas, the headquarters of Right Sector Nationalist Group, 1 signal station of Azov Nationalist Group, and 2 provisional bases of foreign mercenaries have been neutralized near Zaporozhye. 1 storage of fuel for Ukrainian military equipment has been destroyed near Nikolaev. 1 Ukrainian Bukem-1 air defense missile system has been destroyed near Shevchenkovo in Nikolaev region. Fighter aircraft of the Russian Aerospace Forces has shot down 1 Su-24 airplane of Ukrainian Air Force near Kristoforovka in Nikolaev region. 1 Ukrainian Mi-8 helicopter has been shot down near Velikaya Alexandrovka in Kherson region. Air defense facilities have destroyed 4 Ukrainian unmanned aerial vehicles near Novaya Kamenka, Sadok in Kherson region, Yavkino in Nikolaev region, and Polnoye in Donetsk People's Republic. 12 projectiles launched by HIMARS MLRS have been intercepted near Burgunka in Kherson region and Kakhovka hydroelectric power plant. In total, 319 airplanes and 161 helicopters, 2,199 unmanned aerial vehicles, 380 air defense missile systems, 5,677 tanks and other armored combat vehicles, 868 combat vehicles equipped with MRLS, 3,465 field artillery cannons and motors, as well as 6,496 units of special military vehicles have been destroyed during the special military operation.
Russia is increasingly resorting to horrific and indiscriminate attacks on civilians and critical infrastructure. President Putin is failing in Ukraine. His attempted annexations, partial mobilization, and reckless nuclear rhetoric represents the most significant escalation since the start of the war. And they show that this war is not going as planned. NATO is not party to the conflict, but our support is playing a key role. Allies remain united in their support for Ukraine's sovereignty and self-defense. Ukraine's Defense Minister Oleksiy Reznikov will join us tomorrow, both for the US-led contact group for Ukraine and for a dinner with NATO ministers. Together we will address Ukraine's urgent needs. I welcome the recent announcements by allies to provide more advanced air defense systems and other capabilities to Ukraine, and I look forward to further deliveries.